So tell us about the moment when Sophie and Octavian first meet. How, as an actress, do you portray love at first sight? Teenager, yeah.
Well, I mean, it happens still now. It's not only a teenager. This moment is always the moment you always remember in your life. When you have this moment, you look in somebody's eyes, and that's it. So it's, but the continuation always is more difficult than in real life. But it's a beautiful moment in the opera.
So great, and here there are now your Octavian and the Marschallin. Hello, Susan and Renee. Susan,
what?
Is it a challenge for you two playing love at first sight?
Who among us hasn't felt love at first sight? I mean, really. And you know, it's a really tough situation to be in between these two beautiful ladies. So you know, it's not hard at all because the music does most of the work for us. Really, I mean, you lift up your head after smelling the rose, and the music is doing that magical thing, and it's love at first sight.
Don't you think he kind of doesn't know though until late? It's the third act when. I think it's so funny that he seems awkward. He doesn't seem to quite know yet.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know quite yet, but he has an inkling.
Oh yeah. Oh,
not to spoil the plot.
The hormones
are
raging,
don't know
right?
And she helps you. She helps you. You know,
yes,
because she makes the
pushes
decision.
him along.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but Renee, your character is about to undergo a major emotional trial. You know, can you describe how you play that?
Well, she sets it up so beautifully in the first act because she says, I'll make it easy for both of us. You have to take it lightly and let go lightly. And she has to tell herself in the third act, I didn't think it would happen so quickly, but I have to follow my own advice. And because she said otherwise, God, no one will pity you. God won't even pity you. So she lets him go, and it's extremely painful for her.
But she's the smart one, as usual, because she knows what's going to happen, and I'm just sort of the dumb 17-year-old who's living in the moment, only in the moment.
The big experience, can you imagine being 32 only? I mean, 32 is nothing today.
Right,
you know?
right.
So, but Susan...
she's young, she's very young.
Of course. Let's explain this. In the next act, so you are a girl that is playing a boy, but you...
Playing a girl.
Playing a girl again.
It's
So
very
tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, Octavian is continuing the play act from the first act when Baron Knox fancied him as the chambermaid. So now it's a whole sting operation that they're setting up to trap him sort of in flagrante with this chambermaid. Mm-hmm. So we have to do some real entrapment there, and that's where hopefully the comedy will come in.
And we try to help her backstage. She's having an identity crisis.
I do. I have a gender identity crisis. I don't know what I'm doing where.
The best moment of the opera is about to arrive, you know, your glorious final trio. The climax of the opera. Tell me about blending your voices together in this sublime music while expressing your own different feelings.
It's just so magical, you know, because each of us has a very distinctive line to sing, and we each are expressing our own thoughts and the discomfort of the moment and what we hope to accomplish. And of course, Strauss has written it so perfectly.
Well, and if the voices are cast properly, which they certainly are, we don't have to think about blending. We just sing our hearts out and follow the dynamics, and Strauss has done all the work for us.
So get prepared for this trio.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the three, and enjoy the rest of the performance as everybody's doing. Thank you. Thank you. And when the next act begins, Baron Knox thinks he's about to have a hot date with the chambermaid, Mariandel. But he's in for a big surprise. Here is the final act of the Rosenkavalier.